As the inward journey continues, the aspirant traverses through various stages. First, fana or dissolution is attained, and the process continues. There is no experience and nothing to experience. Only experience remains. This is the stage of fana fi Allah. The stage of fana fi Allah. It is at this stage Holy Prophet Hazrat Payghambar sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he returned from Mirajul Nabi at Masjid Al-Aqsa, he has high fever. He asked Fatima bint Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, mad or poet? He was both in fact. It is this experience that Nanak had when he dissolved in the river Bain and disappeared for 3 days. Ego or nafs dissolved. He is face to face with that ultimate reality, and after this oneness with his beloved, Japji Sahib is his message, or you can say the way of expression of that inner oneness or bliss or surur. This is tawajjoh in poetic expression. It is in that experience of oneness Holy Quran dawned on Hazrat Payghambar sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is the tawajjoh of Hazrat Payghambar sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Tawajjoh is the fragrance of the being of the one who has experienced the state of surur or bliss. Whenever words fail, all visible and known methods of communion fail to express the experience of surur, then silence is the only way. Tawajjoh is that silent communion. Through silence, this shaykh gives you the taste of that experience. This is the only way to bring the remembrance to you. This is the only way to begin your inward journey. For tawajjoh to work in you, love for the shaykh and trust is essential. Without this, your doors remain closed to Noor-e-Ishq, the light of love divine. Noor-e-Ishq. The present day murid is plagued with inner conflict and duality. Energy has settled in the mind. First, this energy has to be brought at the heart center so that the process of inward journey can begin. Because of inner noise and the clatter of the mind, silence cannot be deciphered. As a result, first a shaykh has to transform this silence into the words, and then using the words, energy field, lovingness and compassion, create a melody that can bring the energy from the mind to the heart center. When the melody touches the aspirant, it continues to linger. It continues to linger like the dissolving notes of a sweet melody. It then begins to create grooves in your consciousness. Noor-e-Ishq can now begin to work in you. This is Tawajjuh of the Shaykh. This is Tawajjuh of the Shaykh. This is what I am doing by creating more and more melodies through such guided meditations, so that you are drawn to your inner being. These guided meditations are like clarion call, and once you hear this melody, your footsteps will be drawn to this melody even without your efforts. And once you hear this melody, your footstep will be drawn to this melody even without your efforts. You will begin to search for the source from where this melody is overflowing. You will begin to search for the source from where this melody is overflowing. Your mind too cannot resist. You are drawn to that. You reach in search of that stream. Only then your inward journey begins. And unless the Shaykh can create such a melody, your journey cannot begin. This is Tawajjuh, the way of communicating the inner silence from one who has experienced within to the murid, one who now begin to aspire for that. This is Tawajjuh, the way of communicating the inner silence from the one who has experienced within to the murid, one who has now begun to aspire for that. The way to take the murid to the state of surur is Tawajjuh. The way to take the aspirant to the state of bliss or surur is Tawajjuh. Tawajjuh is the silent communion from the master to the aspirant, from a Shaykh to the murid.